Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. This video today, we're going to be taking a look at Star Wars Battlefront and talking about my experience playing two modes, the aerial assault mode and the combat first-person shooter mode. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't allowed to capture any gameplay, so I'm going to have to talk over some trailers, but they are pretty cool, so I hope you guys don't mind that too much. If you enjoy this video, by the way, let me know with a like down below. And if you have any questions for me, feel free to leave a comment so I can respond or make a follow-up video. That'd be really, really cool. Anyway, so what did I think? Now, first of all, my favourite game mode out of the two was what you're seeing here, the aerial assault mode. And this trailer, I was at the EA press conference that they had at Gamescom. They had like a little section of Battlefront and they showed this, they debuted it. And I was sat there watching it going, no way is it as cool as this looks. Like, this looks really freaking awesome. You know, I sat there, I think everyone was on the hype train, and I was a little bit skeptical. But then I queued up. I queued for about an hour. And when I eventually got my hands on the game, I was really, really pleasantly surprised. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I did go on a 13-0 tear on my very, very first game. Which was absolutely insane. I had so much fun. I was playing as a TIE fighter the first game, and it was just really, really good. Like, so much fun. One of the main things I took away from it, and it's kind of represented in the video as well, in the trailer, sorry, is the amount of aircrafts actually in the sky. Like, I felt really insignificant, which is actually kind of interesting, because as much as I was killing loads and loads of people, I didn't feel like I was, like, the only guy. It wasn't like 4v4, which would have been really boring. It was, like, huge scale, big air fighting, and it was just so much fun. One thing I really liked, actually, was the pickups, like the little icons, which you couldn't see in the trailer there. But basically, there's, like, little hovering icons floating around, much like in the first-person gameplay demo. And they do two things. One of them is repair your ship, which I used a lot. And the other one is... what is the other one? Oh yeah, it's like reduce your cooldowns, like reset your cooldowns, which is your special abilities. And it really kind of gave the assault kind of more variety. Like, otherwise everyone would be going in a circle, like, in the sky. But what I found myself doing was doing a little bit of that, and then going, oh, I should probably reset my cooldowns, or, oh, my ship's slightly damaged, I will probably last longer if I go and get the health and regen. So what I ended up doing was flying close to the surface, which is where these pickups are, picking that up and kind of going back up, and in the meantime, you shoot people, or people shoot you, and you have to outmaneuver them. So I really thought that the aerial assault was really fun, really approachable, and it felt arcade-like, which I really enjoyed. If you're looking for like a flight simulator, like Star Wars Flight Simulator, this is not it. It's never gonna be it. So yeah, that's kind of my 2 cents on the aerial combat. It's like really fun. It's really enjoyable, approachable, and it's kind of one of those games that you could kind of pick up and drop for like 6 months and then come back to it, and it's still just as fun and interesting. And I think the simplicity in the game mode, and this game in general actually, is going to be its best and worst things. Like, the reason why I say that is there's not much strategy in this game. Even when I was playing the first person mode, which I'll talk about in just a moment, like, there wasn't much strategy going on. And the same for the aerial combat. It's very just simplistic arcade arena sort of thing, and I like that, and I think it works for Star Wars. I don't think that if this had gone down the route of a strategy, hardcore, really complicated shooter game, I don't think it would have done as well. But because it's so easy to play, it's probably quite difficult to master, but it's easy to pick up and play. I think the game's going to be really, like, well received by the community, and definitely going to be well received by people that are interested in Star Wars, but maybe not that much gamers, and thought, well, I've got a PlayStation 4 laying around, I might give this a go and try it out. So there we go, that's my 2 cents on the aerial combat. Now, the first person combat, I didn't have the pleasure of actually having a winning game. My team got absolutely pooped on, and it wasn't solely down to me, although it probably was somewhat. And for me, the only real thing I took away from it is the game looks, plays, sounds just as awesome as it does in the trailers, and better. Like, trailers on the internet never really 100% show off like maximum quality just because of compression. However, the game looks absolutely stunning, like freaking beautiful. And I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and seeing everything like so crisp is really, really nice. And one other thing is, like, my team sucked. We got pooped on. Like, we all died like 100 times. That might be a slight exaggeration. So it wasn't that enjoyable. Like, no game is if you're losing. But having said that, if I was winning, I think I would have, like, absolutely loved it. It just sucked that the gameplay session that I had, my team was losing. But it still was kind of fun. Like, I still kind of enjoyed it. And the same thing goes, like, the weapons, everything else, very easy to pick up, very approachable, and very arcade-like. And, oh my god, the game is beautiful. Like, that's the main thing. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions, guys. My name's Ollie43. Really enjoy you watching my videos and leaving feedback, so please go ahead and do that. I'll try and answer your questions and maybe make a follow-up video. But my name's Ollie43, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.